Today I will be showing you how to make a quick, creamy vegetable pasta. And we can make two options, a kid-friendly option or an adult option. Today we will need 1 onion, medium size is fine, we'll be using all of it, 2 zucchinis, and it could be Mexican zucchini or regular Italian squash, I believe they call them. 2 tomatoes, I'm using brown tomatoes, but you can use any kind. Heavy cream, salt, onion powder, garlic salt or powdered garlic, chicken bouillon, and then your pasta, any kind of pasta you would like. I'm using the little round ones. Spinach and some type of oil. I'm using olive oil. And some chicken broth. This is just in case we need more liquid to it. And that's it. I'm going to start by heating up some water in a pot and adding 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon in there instead of salt. We will heat up a skillet, medium-sized skillet or any skillet, and add about 1 tablespoon of oil. And meanwhile that heats up, we will go ahead and start cutting our onion to add it in there. We will go ahead and dice up our onion like this, like you see, small pieces, and put them in our heated oil right here. And we're just going to stir them so it's a little brown. It's a little color in the onion to saute the onion. And here is where, if you would like it to have fresh garlic, you would go ahead and also dice it up and add it in there. But I'm using the garlic powder instead of the fresh garlic. Once you do that, you go ahead and let them sit right there. Meanwhile, you cut up your tomato. And here we have our tomato or tomatoes, and we go ahead and just do a quick dice on them so we can add them to the onion. And I would recommend to either do it before or do it really fast, just so that onion doesn't get brown or dark burnt. And we got 1 tomato, and then we do the same thing with the other tomato. Once we add the tomato into our pan, we mix it up, and it looks like that with the onion, tomato, and like I said before, if you have garlic, you add it in there. And we're cooking it under a medium heat, and that's going to cook on its own right there. And we're going to go ahead and now dice up the zucchini to add it into our mix. So there I already have 1 zucchini cut, but let me go ahead and show you how I did it. And basically they're little cubes, what we're trying to do. And there's where we're going to go ahead and add our zucchini, which I'll go ahead and do that now. And like I said, this pasta is really easy and fast, so basically you have to have like everything ready or cut it up really fast so it doesn't burn or stick. And those tomatoes are really juicy, so we haven't used the chicken broth, but sometimes I would add the chicken broth here, but we'll see. So this is how it looks once you add the zucchini in there. It all depends on taste, how much zucchini you want. You can just use 1. but this is where I try to add all the vegetables I can so my kids will eat them. You have the zucchini in here because basically that's the largest cut you would do. I'm gonna go ahead and get about 2 teaspoons, which is a teaspoon like that, of chicken bouillon. And again, another one, 2 teaspoons. There's the small ones. And I mix that in there. And usually I eyeball all of this, but I'll go ahead and measure it so there's more of a point of reference of how much to use, because I know sometimes we could overdo it or underdo it. But even if you underdo it, you could always add more salt or more after. And then we're going to go ahead and get the garlic powder and just sprinkle it in there. I would say like about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And the same thing with our garlic powder, garlic salt, garlic powder. I would go ahead and also sprinkle it in there. And I do a little bit more on this one because we do like the garlic flavor. But I think about 1/4 of a teaspoon is okay. And you just mix that all in there so you can get all the flavors. And basically this will be done once all of the vegetables are nice and soft. And if you want to add any other vegetables, you could go ahead and do that right now in here too. If you want to add carrots, sweet potato, and then we have spinach for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up the spinach and add it in there. And I'm planning to use about 1.5 cups of spinach. And I just do a quick dice like this so the pieces are not so big. But in the end, if you want to blend it, you actually don't need to dice it all up, because once you blend it, you won't be able to see the sizes or anything, any of the vegetables on there. But I'm going to tell you guys now, I blend it so my kids do not see what's inside of the sauce that I'm making for our pasta. And see, just a quick dice, just like that. And you just add spinach you just diced up in there. Mix it up. And I used about 1.5 cups of spinach. You could use more, you could use less, it all depends. The only thing with you using more spinach is that your pasta is going to come out green. So if you don't want your pasta to come out green, you could add less spinach and more tomato. That's basically the trick, so the color doesn't change on your pasta. And here, see, everything is soft. What we're gonna wait for is, because everything else basically is cooked, is for our zucchini to cook. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some chicken broth. So chicken broth, and you can use any kind. I'm just using this one because that's what I have on hand. So the pasta is juicier. If you don't have any chicken broth, that's fine. You still could do the pasta. You just add some water to it. And what I mean by sticking to the pan, you see how it's bubbling up right here? That means that there's not that much liquid in our pasta. Go ahead and add 1/3 cup of the chicken broth or water. It's fine. And you just add it in there. And look at that, now it actually has liquid. And you don't have to wait till now to do it and add the liquid. You could always add it at the beginning, or your ingredients do not stick. And as you see it drying up, you just could add more. The good thing about this is that basically there's no right or wrong way of doing it. So once our water is ready to add our pasta, it will look like that. It will be boiling. So I have a bag of 12 ounces of pasta. It could be that we use all of it. It might be that we don't use all of it, because we'll see once we have our sauce. And we just add that in there. Usually you go by the package, it takes about 10 minutes or maybe less for it to cook. Meanwhile, in our skillet, all of our vegetables, our sauce is boiling up. You could see it, and everything, it seems like it's already nice and soft. So during this time where basically our vegetables are all cooked, we're gonna go ahead and add our heavy cream, and it's this one. And this is like the main ingredient basically for our pasta sauce. It makes it really creamy and hides all the vegetable flavors. So this is 1/3 cup, and I'm just gonna add that into there and mix it up. And then also, this is where we try it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and taste it. Oh, and for my taste, it's perfect. Maybe we could add just a sprinkle of salt. It's all to taste. So basically here, you just try it. If you like how it tastes, then don't add anything else. If you think it needs a little bit more salt, you go ahead and just add salt. Let it like boil up for a little bit, maybe a minute or 2 minutes. And I think it's ready for, it's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and just turn off the heat. And basically, this is how it will look once it's done. So what I'm gonna do now is blend my vegetables, and I'm gonna add it to my blender. That's how it looks blended, our sauce. Yes, it looks like baby food, but it tastes delicious. And here's our pasta, and we know it's ready because it's soft to the touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drain that out. Here we have two options. We either plate it like this, and we add our sauce ingredients on top like this, or we get a little bit of the pasta, add it to the same pan, doesn't really matter, and we mix the veggies that we just blended in there. I don't mix all of them, all of the puree, the sauce at once, because I want to know if we should add more pasta or if it's enough, you know, because I do want all my pasta to be covered with the sauce. And like you can see here, it all depends on preference again. It does have a lot of sauce, so I could go ahead and add the rest of my pasta. And again, just little by little, see how much it is. And here I have 2 plates. I have my kid-friendly plate, and I have my adult plate with veggies. And another ingredient I forgot, if you guys want, is cheese. Everybody likes cheese, so you could just add some Parmesan cheese. My kids love the pasta with Parmesan cheese. And like I was saying before, with the spinach, the pasta gets really green, like this. So if you add less spinach, it won't be as green. And I know some kids are picky about the color of their foods, but trust me when I tell you that the pasta tastes really good. It really does. And like, if you like texture, this one is delicious. It's really hot right now, but it's full of flavor. This is one of my favorite pastas, my favorite pasta, and basically the kids also like it. When I don't have anything defrosted or I want something fast and quick, this is where I get all my veggies and everything I have in my pantry, and I just make it, and I know that for sure it will be a hit in my household. Well guys, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys liked it, go ahead and like it and subscribe on the bottom, and let me know any other recipes that you would like me to try out or make for you. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.